Probably just link it to the thing, to our channel, and that's it. Probably just link it to the
yeah, you can smack it in the advertising bit in GP.
to our channel, and that's it. Is that just coming back from the stream?
Yeah. Well, that was Inception.
Yeah. Probably just link it to the. There we go. I just muted it there. So, everything good? You there, Carb?
I'm ready to start when you're.
Well, welcome everyone to the first WWE video / stream on this channel. Today I am joined by Mr. Carbonite.
Hi.
Today we're going to be doing a predictions battle for WWE TLC, which I'm actually quite excited for. Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty gassed up for it.
There's some good matches, and then there's the first one that we're going to see. But first, some overlooked superstars or superstars that are not appearing on the show. The Authors of Pain, they really should be like defending on that show, but they're no longer champions.
Yeah, they got a slap.
They got pissed on, let's just say. Then the current champions, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, and any of those in particular, you're surprised that's not on the card?
Sorry, what was that?
Any of the other ones are you surprised that are not on the card for TLC?
Honestly, for the longest time, I thought Nakamura was defending against Rusev. For like the longest time, so I'm really surprised that match isn't on here.
Yeah, because it was actually built.
Yeah, they built they built quite a lot for it. But you know, Rusev won the number one contender, and then just nothing happened from it. Let's see what else.
We have three main.
The only title that's actually being contended is the Women's Championship. No other Raw title is being contended.
I think you've got the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah, that's Raw, not SmackDown, isn't it?
Yeah.
For some reason, the US was SmackDown. I mean, the US was Raw.
Yeah, well, they change every year, so. And for our first match, that's probably going to be on the pre-show. We've got Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox versus R-Truth and Carmella. I personally, I'm just going to go straight for it. It's going to be R-Truth and Carmella.
Yeah, that's who I've got as well. The worst part is, I'm looking at this match and going like, one of these pairs are going to be the number 30 in the Raw.
The way I see it is R-Truth and Carmella are going to win. And they're like, because you know the way they said, that there's going to be like an all-expense pay trip to somewhere of their choice.
Yeah,
I can hear it right now. We're going to Disneyland.
Yeah, most probably I can see that.
Yeah. How did these get into the final anyway?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it gets some light on some like underappreciated people, but like it's kind of a waste of a mixed match finals.
Yeah, like I think they should have it like instead of the number 30 spot, the mixed match tag champs. They have the opportunity to do that.
Maybe they get like a custom like card for their entrance fee or something.
Yeah,
it's going to be a throwaway match. I'm hoping it's on the pre-show, and Truth and Carmella, they've got to win. They can do something funny with it. They can have them eliminate pretty quickly or something.
Yeah, and then for the next one, that's hopefully going to be on the proper show, is a chairs match versus Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. And no, this is not 2009.
Did you skip a match?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I forgot to put. It mustn't have edited. I'll go over here. We'll start with the tables match. We'll start with the tables match with Natalya versus Ruby Riott. Who do you have and why?
I have Natalia purely because when they brought the whole like Jim Reinhardt into it, where they had him imprinted on the table, they pushed it too far to the point that they can't really go back on it. They have to have Natty win, otherwise it's just a real like punch in the gut.
Well,
like everyone involved.
The dastardly heels broke their sunglasses, and I believe that's enough motivation to get Ruby Riott over. So I think she's going to win and actually put her through the table.
Okay.
Because they're trying.
I can see them doing it, but hopefully they're not stupid enough to do that.
I feel like there's going to be like two broken tables, one for the two members of the Riott Squad, and then Ruby Riott's going to push Natty through the table.
Yeah, I can see that happening, unfortunately. But no. I'm sticking with Natalia. She needs to win it.
She needs it. She's a cat. But Ruby Riott, they're setting people up for Ronda Rousey. They've run out of time for the heel turn for Natalia. That's why I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. For our
use this next match because be my main man. We got Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio in a chairs match. Who have you got and why?
I actually have Rey Mysterio. I feel like he's going to do a 619 with the chair, and he's just going to do well. I feel like Randy Orton can take a loss. I think they want to maybe do set up someone for the US title shot if Nakamura keeps it. You have?
I've actually gone the other way. I've gone with Orton, not only because he's my favorite, but I can also see the finish where Mysterio goes for like a jump or something, gets caught right in the face of a chair, and then gets RKO'd into oblivion. And I also think that Orton's heel turn, it's not been too much time before that. He turned heel on Hardy, didn't he? And it's only the second feud after a heel turn. I think it's a little too early for his new persona to run out of steam.
Yeah, but look,
he needs to pick up the victory here in not like dominant fashion, but he needs to come out, looking really good.
I can see that. Like this is one of the harder ones to choose because not just because there's not much storyline going into it. It's just that they're both old and they could do anything with them.
They could do anything with them. To be fair, these two are really experienced and they've got really good synergy with each other. So it's probably going to be a good match.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And it's one we haven't seen for a few years. It's not Orton and Cena. It's not one that we've literally.
I have to take a break. I'm sorry.
What are you taking a break? No. Okay, we seem to have lost the eliminator, so I'm gonna go on to our next match. We have Elias versus Bobby Lashley.
I do apologize for that.
Hello, he has returned.
I am so sorry. Just personal business call and all that.
I see.
So we said Randy, me, Ray.
Yeah, I've taken Orton, you're taking Mysterio. Like a
Yeah.
fool.
Eh,
Never bet against Orton.
I spit in the face. And now, and not really entertaining match that could be on like Raw or something. A guitar on a string match. I'm not calling it a ladder match. Bobby,
Should be a guitar and a pole
yeah,
match.
yeah. Bobby Lashley, my man, Bobby Lashley versus Elias.
Oh, that was pretty nice. Pretty nice impression. I've got Lashley for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I actually think Elias is going to win.
Really?
Because Bobby Lashley is currently working injured. This will be a good way to get him off the show. But you might be right because I think Heath will be in charge of this match.
Yeah, I think honestly I can see McIntyre coming down and stopping Elias from winning.
Yeah.
Which obviously then would kind of I can see like Elias taking down the I can see Elias taking down the guitar, but Lashley's the one who needs it.
Yeah, I feel like another thing is Leo Rush climbs the ladder, grabs the guitar, and gives it to Lashley.
Yeah, that could happen.
It'll be a James Ellsworth moment.
Oh God, I hate James Ellsworth so much.
I didn't mind him. Which do you prefer, James Ellsworth or Gilbert?
Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen in WWE. Well, speaking of Drew McIntyre, it's Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. I go first, and I think it's going to be Drew.
Well, way to point out the obvious. It has to be Drew. It has to be Drew at this point.
It has to be Drew. I'm not even sure this match is going ahead.
No, this match will happen. This match will happen. But McIntyre's gonna. If he's not clear to compete, they'll just have McIntyre absolutely annihilate him.
Yeah. Because it's sad because Finn Balor has so much potential.
He really does. He really, really does.
The more we're going down, the more I realize we have 3 hours and I think 10 matches.
No, it's more than 3 hours. It's like 4 hours.
No, it's a 3 hour.
It's 3 hours. We have 12 matches.
Yeah.
That's 4 matches in an hour. That's 15 minutes a match. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is not enough time at all.
I feel like 2 or 3 matches could have been gone on separate shows like the next week or just the week that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what they put in the pre-show.
Yeah. I'd say they have to have 2 matches.
They've got to have 2 matches. I see them doing the mixed tag match and probably the cruiserweight match.
I would rather the tag match.
What? No. Tag match is not good, dude.
It could be, but like it's the most obvious one to put on the pre-show.
No. There's no need to do this.
Yeah. And the next one is a TLC match: Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. And why do you have Braun Strowman?
I have Braun Strowman for exceedingly obvious reasons, purely on the basis of the fact A, it's Braun Strowman. B, get Corbin out of administration, please. We don't want him here anymore. No,
we do not. Braun Strowman, like, even if he shows up and just does a few moves, because that's what I think is going to happen because they had the TLC match this week.
They do just mow him down.
Yeah,
they do just feed Corbin to Strowman. It's what needs to happen at this point.
Just one power slam, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe have Dolph come down, and stop McIntyre or something from interfering. But you need to have Corbin lose.
I feel like Heath Slater will. That's when he's gonna snap.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. He's out. And now from one terrible match to one match that I'm very excited on. Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. Who do you have? Or is it my
Oh
turn?
yeah, this one's going to be good.
Well, I think it's my turn to go first. And I'm going to go Buddy Murphy. Oh, shoot, it moved forward. Well, I think Buddy Murphy has the potential to be great, and it's too early to drop him and give it back. I hate hot potatoing a title.
Yeah, no, hot potato in the title was really bad. I hated when they did it with Banks and Flair. I've got Murphy as well. They're not going to give it back to Alexander.
No. So you're going Buddy as well.
Yeah.
I hope that he can do a very fun counter to the lumbar check.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then one of the most
I
exciting.
reckon magic.
Yeah, it's cruiserweights. They have talent.
Mm.
And now for one match that is going to be very difficult to predict. The Usos versus The Bar versus The New Day. And it's not even a ladder match. This should have been a ladder match.
This should have been a ladder match. You have the Usos, which are just gods on ladders.
Yeah.
Well, not gods, they're not Hardys, but
you have Kofi Kingston.
That is true. You have the Money in the Bank entrepreneur, as it were.
Yeah. Who do you have?
I've got the Usos. I'd love to see them reclaim the title. They didn't get enough time of it the first time around. Never really got their moment. The Bar, they've had it for long enough now.
Yeah.
Where they've been champion on both sides of the fish. I think New Day, they don't need to have a title to be relevant.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Usos. They need to give it to the Usos.
It's very hard to choose because I definitely think there's going to be a title change, but I'm going to go with the New Day.
Aww.
I feel like there's going to be this is my dream thing. A 6-man tag team match for the titles with Sanity.
That would be nice, but we've had a load of triple threats so far.
Yeah, but I just really want the New Day are great with the champions, and it could benefit the brand when going forward.
Yeah, that's true. It could.
There definitely has to be a title change. There has to be a title change because there's no other faces that the Bar can face.
Yeah, no, there's not. You only really have like 2 teams that the Bar could face, and they're both in this match.
Yeah.
So I think you need the Usos for a nice feel-good moment.
Yeah, I actually can't wait for this match.
No, this is one of the matches that I kind of tossed and turned about, and then there's one other match I tossed and turned about.
Yeah,
I think we all know what that match is.
Yeah, the next match is Ronda Rousey versus the Facebreaker Nia Jax. It's my turn to choose.
Why is it Ronda?
It is Ronda because it's Ronda freaking Rousey, and we're going to build her up just to get squashed by Becky Lynch.
Yes, sir.
Becky Lynch will win the feud.
Nia Jax has way too much heat backstage.
It's not really.
It's going to be Rousey. She's just going to look dominant in this.
I think this is going to be one of the squash matches of the night.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I think it'll be a quick armbar tap and get Tamina away from there as soon as possible.
Yeah, maybe have Jax I don't know, maybe flatten Rousey. She runs towards her, flattens her. And then when she goes to talk with the Facebreaker, goes to punch her, and she gets flipped into an armbar. I
feel like just making her look at her hand while to taunt, and then just grab the hand, take her to the ground, and armbar. Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, this one is quite an obvious match. One match that is going to be very interesting that you said also could be match tonight: the new Danny O'Brien versus AJ Balls.
Yeah, God. They've just taken so much punishment this year.
They have.
It's been brutal. I mean, thankfully, I think he's had enough kids for his lifetime now. Because I don't think he's capable of having any more.
Yeah.
They have been battered.
The obvious question is, why no protection?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, when he faced Nakamura at Money in the Bank, he looked like he had something down there, so I thought, okay, this will be the finish. Nakamura will go to do it, and he'll hurt his arm on him, and Styles just go what's up? And then Styles crash.
Yeah. Well, who do you have for this match?
I have AJ Styles. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I've got Daniel Bryan. They're not going to hot potato it. Styles is transitioning to a part-time contract.
And also, correction, it's the new Daniel Bryan.
Okay, the new Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I feel like this should have been a balls match. First one to kick someone in the balls wins.
First to 10 low blows.
Yeah. And then when they hit 10,
does this have any stipulations, or is it
no stipulation? I feel like this could have been a submission match.
This should have been a submission match.
Yeah.
But then you have to have Styles tap.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you could probably just have Styles kind of like black out.
I think that would be the best thing.
No,
but
I'm going with the new Daniel Bryan.
I agree with that because he needs the title more than AJ Styles.
Yeah, he does. Styles had a nice lengthy run of it. It's time for some other matches there.
Yeah, and I feel like he should change his looks to like say that he's dead. Daniel Bryan is dead. Long live the new one.
Maybe like tear up like a Yes Movement shirt or something.
Yeah, or even just shave his head. Go, the American Dragon before he was in WWE.
Ah, yes.
He was a nasty heel on the Indies.
Speaking of destroying garments, we have a rivalry match, bitter between former Shield brothers. We have the Intercontinental title being contested between Seth Rollins and the new Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Who do you have and why?
I have Dean Ambrose. I feel like there will be an interference.
Yeah, I feel like Ambrose, he needs something to justify the heel turn, and I feel like him taking the IC title off of Rollins and then saying, look, this is mine now. I've always been better than you. I don't get why they've done the whole you smell storyline. It made no sense. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole storyline of him kind of going around and saying that, Reigns was like, the slime ball, he'd have despicable things in the Shield, and the leukemia is his comeuppance. I enjoyed that. Even though many people thought it was in bad taste, I thought that was a really good way to take Ambrose's character. And then they were just like, you smell.
He should have been more quiet for a couple of more weeks. Done an interference at Survivor Series, but they were doing the sweep thing, so he couldn't do that.
Yeah, I feel like a little more silence, like maybe like a few more like tormenting Seth, making him kind of lose matches, and you could then have like Seth's lost every single match apart from like every match after Survivor Series he's lost due to Ambrose, and just to be like, he needs to break the streak or whatever. He needs to like finally get a win back, and you could have Ambrose kind of squash him. So I've got Ambrose as well.
Yeah, he needs it more than anything. He hasn't done much since his WWE title run.
Yeah, he hasn't really done much. He had like a lukewarm run with the IC title. He's had the IC title a fair amount of times, but I feel like now that he's a heel, now that he has the whole like new persona, I feel like it's time to put another title on him.
Yes, and now for the thing that should be the main event more than anything else, a TLC match versus Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. Who do you have?
This was so tough to pick a winner.
This is difficult.
I feel like every woman in this match has a chance of taking the title.
I feel like it's between two.
I want it to be between two, but I feel like it's between all three. But who did you pick?
I'm picking my fellow Irishman, Becky Lynch. She's not going to lose it. I don't want her to lose it.
Okay, I've gone with Asuka. For one reason and one reason only. I feel like the only reason Flair's in the match. Well, actually, no, wait. Flair doesn't have to take the fall, does she?
No.
It's a TLC match. But regardless, I think what's going to happen is Lynch will lose the title here. Asuka and Flair can have their Mania rematch where the title's on the other foot. And then what you can have is Lynch win the Royal Rumble and then transition over to Raw to challenge Rousey for Mania. You can have Becky be the person who takes off a run.
Yeah, I didn't really have much logic with this. I just want Becky to win because she's on a roll and she needs to keep this roll going.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really want Becky to win. I really, really do. I can't decide whether I want her to be SmackDown Women's Champ or to her win like a Royal Rumble and be the first woman to win the Rumble and win the title at Mania. It's obviously Asuka failed.
I feel like
I've got Asuka.
I feel like maybe she could lose the title at the Royal Rumble and then just come in on the 30th, like beat up Carmella and just win the Rumble.
I don't know, yeah, but like I feel like that may get her like a little bit of heat. So obviously, like you don't really want someone who's a former champion back in the Rumble winning it again. It would just feel like too rushed and like feel like just too much.
Yeah,
too much to do.
I
So I feel like have her drop it here, have her like I don't know, say that she doesn't need like. You could then have her after that. She could then say like, you know what? I don't need my rematch, Rousey. I'm coming after you. I'm gonna win the Rumble. And then, like, it just shows that, like, she doesn't care about the SmackDown Women's title anymore. She's coming straight for Ronda. You could play that into a story.
Yeah, but that would mean that WWE creators are actually thinking forward.
I mean, they have fought forward before. I'm hoping they think forward again.
Yeah.
My predictions hinge on.
Yeah. So, for the recap, you have went with the Golden Truth, Natalya, Ronda Rousey, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Buddy Murphy, Usos, Ronda, New Daniel Bryan, Ambrose, and Asuka. While I have R-Truth, Ruby Riott, Rey Mysterio, Elias, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Buddy Murphy, New Day, Ronda Rousey, New Daniel Bryan, Ambrose, and Becky. Almost did that without stopping.
Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 matches where we think someone else is going to win from the other person. We'll obviously, I feel like this is the pay-per-view where the matches are either we know who's going to win or we have no clue.
Yeah, I feel like for our punishment, we should like pick 2 from each tier that you're not allowed to use. You're barred from using, but that you can't use the same type twice.
No, I think we should. I don't know, because obviously there's a lot of Pokemon in some of those tiers, so it would be like it just kind of makes you use a different plan. Plus, I could go right. You're not allowed to use Steeler, and you're like, I wasn't going to anyway.
Yeah,
I think like maybe force them. You have to choose their tier 1.
Yeah,
or like you choose their like tier 3 or something if they have it, and the person has to like build around it.
Yeah, that would be fair. So I will post like probably a review video of this when I can. If you would like to join me in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to join you. I'm excited. I reckon this could be like pay-per-view of the year. I reckon if they play it right with the storylines that they've had, if they can play it right, this can be like pay-per-view of the year.
If R-Truth and Carmella do the fucking floss, I will be so pissed off.
You know they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it.
It's like Jinder Mahal winning.
When they win.
It's like when Jinder Mahal won the championship. They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it.
What are they gonna do now?
Because they're gonna do it.
Why? Here's why. Dance break.
Dance break.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who hates that. They've copied No Way Jose.
No way. Jose. No way. Jose.
Well, thanks very much for watching the stream/video. Thank you very much for Mr. Carb Knight for joining me.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to be here. It's weird not being the one streaming.
It's weird for actually having to talk most of the time.
I was about to say, like, you've said more in this video than I think you've done in
all of them combined. But that's because Ben is such a powerful voice.
God, he is, isn't
he? He is.
Him and Damage can just dominate. It's nice because then obviously you don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, would you just like the host?
Yeah, I actually like the host. It's actually great fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like or a comment what you would want to improve or not, and we will see you for the review.
Tell me why you like me more than him. Also, put in the comments who you think is going to win, me or Liam.
I ended it.
And maybe some Pokemon tiers, kind of like